Let's just get this show on the road. Y'all ready?
Yeah, don't do that again. You're like a fucking dinosaur.
Show you a dinosaur. Hess, pull your cock out.
Your cock's in your mouth, huh?
Queen of the Horse! What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Random Ramblings. I'm Jerome.
And I'm Nick.
And I'm Hess.
I thought he was going to say Hugh Hefner.
Hugh Hefner wore a red one. This is blue. So
Welcome to the 50th episode of Random Ramblings.
This is 50.
Can you believe we've done 50 of these?
50 of just GOT or just
No,
R&R?
50 in general.
Yeah, 50 GOTs, which is 100 episodes.
Well, that's why I was like, wait a minute, that's way too many.
Yeah, no, just the episode of Random Ramblings. But today we're talking about Game of Thrones Season 6, last 2 episodes. We're finally on to Season 7. I can't believe it.
Yeah, what are these episodes called?
They're called Episode 9 and 10.
Battle of the Bastards.
Yeah, Battle of the Bastards, and I don't know the other one at all.
I just looked at it.
I don't remember.
Winds of Winter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was on the tip of my
It's
tongue.
like the B and B and the W and W. The
Westworld?
next one's called Cersei's Cunt.
Really?
CC.
Is where we go
Perfect.
deep in there?
Yep.
Deep dive
Yeah.
in Cersei's cunt. You know, that was almost the name of this podcast, but we thought
Is
that would
it-
be too harsh.
Do you think they'll show it on Pornhub Premium tomorrow? It's free tomorrow, Pornhub Premium. For any of you guys are single, if this comes out tomorrow, I don't know if it will. But
If it doesn't, oops.
The more you know.
Yeah,
So you guys want to start off? Battle of the Bastards?
sure.
fucking bastards battling.
So it starts off with Daenerys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Took a little bit to get to the battle.
Yeah.
I was just expecting it to.
I mean, so basically the episode's 2 parts. It's Daenerys and her battle, and then Jon
Yeah.
Right.
and his battle.
It opened. That was a really cool battle, though, with her and her dragons just burning
Yeah.
shit. And, like, those guys, the enslavers or whatever, they thought they had everything down. And
I like it when she's like, "Oh, you misunderstand. I'm not the one that's given up. It's you guys that are." You know,
yeah. And then I like, too, how they're like, yeah, and one of you has to die that are on the two. Him, pick him. And then he kills the other two.
yeah,
that was
that's
cool.
pretty cool. And I thought of Hess
Absolutely.
when the other 2 dragons came busting out. And he's like, "Do we see any of the dragons anymore?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, you never know.
It's funny how much smaller they are, too.
Tyrion just he didn't let them loose. He just unchained them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay,
I assumed they were out.
I kind of thought he let him loose too. But
that's what I thought. Because then I'm like, well, I guess he just unchained them.
Yeah. But I don't know how big that thing is down there either. It must be pretty big.
Right.
It's 2 fucking dragons in it.
Well, they didn't grow much, though. Remember,
Well,
they
and-
stay small if they're in captivity.
Well, it's funny is though, they didn't have any trouble busting out. I'm like, why didn't they just do that in the first place?
Yeah, no
they were
shit.
they were
right?
chained.
Yeah,
They've
but
been
he
Wow.
yeah, they had been
But
for a little while.
they were waiting for dramatic effect. They knew it'd be cooler.
They're
if,
like
if
in
they
there looking at their watch.
they okay. We
Just
have like
fucking turning Game of Thrones into Swiss cheese on Random Ramblings.
what?
Just poking holes all over this show.
Oh,
Jesus!
that went over my head.
I thought Hess was making a sandwich.
That sounds good. I wish.
Yeah, and that's pretty much Daenerys' part.
Yeah.
Then they kill the 2 dudes. They burn all the boats.
Yeah.
And she's-
Actually, that's not completely true. Don't what's their faces show up, or is that episode?
Oh yeah.
10?
They. I was yeah. Oh, that's later. They show up.
yeah,
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
thought that was that.
because the
episode.
rest of the episode is the fight.
Was the fight?
Farah and Theon or whatever her name. Farah, not Farah. I don't know
Yara.
where that came from. Yara.
No,
Farah.
we're used
I was
to it.
I was fucking close.
Farah, Walter Gray.
Is
we're
that
used to
is
it
that
all.
your new boyfriend?
Lady of Light?
Who?
Close. Well, you said
Yeah.
you were fucking him.
Yeah.
Wow.
All
All right, everyone's just gonna have a joke. I'll be next with a joke that goes over everyone's head.
I'll be
I'm sure
waiting
you'll
for
have
it.
I'm sure you'll have a zinger here in a minute.
Yeah.
I think I'll have a ho-ho instead.
That
Wow.
was dumb.
Yeah, that was really
Yeah.
retarded.
God.
Oh, can I have a Twinkie instead of a zinger?
I want a cupcake.
All right, move on, fuckface.
All right, fuckface. So John meets up with Ramsay and says, "Hey, you want to go 1-on-1?"
And
Yeah.
he's like, nah.
Yeah, he's like, "Yeah, no, thank you."
I like how at the end of the battle too, he's like, second thought. Now that you are here and you've killed everybody,
Now
let's do 1-on-1 while I shoot
Yeah.
arrows at you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is actually really cool.
Yeah, I like how he blocks it all like that. It was pretty neat. Jon Snow looks like such a badass in this.
Pretty
Oh yeah.
pretty shitty how he kills Rickon.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I really wanted a scene since we talked about it when where he's like, I got your brother, and he's like, oh fuck, I forgot about Rickon. Who the like?
That's so
Because I remember
didn't
watching the
realize he
show
was-
originally, even like when he brought him there, because especially going week to week, he showed up again there, and I was like, oh yeah, this guy. Even like, I still forgot about him then.
That's funny.
I didn't realize he was that big. I didn't realize he was that old.
Well, apparently
I
the
mean, I know
The Starks
age
like to
or
grow
whatever,
in between seasons, like
Yeah.
dramatically.
they both like Bran and Rickon like fucking
Yeah.
grew a lot.
Yeah.
But see, I mean, I realize it's a show and they're gonna do what they do, but that's like a damn near impossible shot. You know what I mean?
No, I've never shot an arrow before.
I have out of a
Really?
crossbow, but no.
No, I mean, yeah,
I think that was.
I mean,
I
fuck,
think
he's like halfway across the field. I mean,
Yeah.
it took fucking Jon Snow 30 minutes to ride his horse over there.
Yeah.
So I mean, imagine.
But
That's far.
isn't he kind of known for being good with the arrow though?
Yeah, they're supposed to
Like
be,
he's
supposed to be
an
good.
archer. Like I mean,
Yeah.
if that's like all you did, and like because it's not like they have guns and shit,
Yeah.
I think you'd get pretty good at that.
But I mean, when you're talking about a show with 3 dragons, who cares if the archer can shoot?
No, I know. I
Yeah.
know. I mean,
There's white zombies that live in the snow coming. I mean,
I know. Did you hear about
practicality's
that
out the window.
disease that's traveling through
Through
deer
the
right
deer
now?
making them zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sent him
That's
that.
happened
Yeah.
before.
Yeah,
I've
and,
heard that before.
Well, there's some scientists who say that they expect it to transfer to humans.
Oh, sweet, and they'll become White Walkers.
Yeah, I don't think that would be sweet.
Well, how's it going to transfer to humans?
Well,
I mean, it's like
whenever
bot-
when a human goes out and starts fucking a deer, like we
No,
inevitably
but I
do.
mean, you could kill it and eat it. You don't know it has it because they say the symptoms take years to show up.
No.
So like I mean, like crazy fucking redneck hunters.
That's a boring
know?
zombie virus.
Yeah, it just takes years. That sounds like The Walking Dead. It just takes years.
Yeah, and it'll just get more boring and more boring as it goes on.
I'm glad I gave up on that show.
So Sansa and Jon get into it a little bit at one point.
Yeah, they're arguing back and forth. She's like, "Fine, I'm just gonna go secretly get an army then, brother.
Yeah.
To save you.
Yeah.
Ugh, take that, motherfucker.
I'll save your life."
The funny thing is I was there before old Lord of the Vale, or is Lord of the Vale that showed up? Lord of the Vale, Knights of the
Littlefinger?
Vale,
Knights of the Vale.
Knights of the Vale. Before they showed up, I was like, wow, maybe Jon Snow and these fucks are gonna lose this thing.
Oh,
I'm
that
going-
that
I
was
don't
a
know.
pretty intense battle.
watching it live, we
Yeah,
thought.
I
we
mean,
were,
'cause
we
they
were
were like,
both on the
you
edge
know-
of our seats watching it live, and you're like, "No, they're not gonna fucking kill him again." And then he's getting
I know,
trampled and
right?
trampled and trampled and hard to breathe, and you're like,
The only
Fuck.
reason I knew it wasn't going to happen is because I know he fucks Daenerys at some point,
"I could have been
and he
lying.
hasn't done that.
I could have been lying.
You could have been, but I know you didn't. You're not that smart.
I'm pretty smart.
Man.
I mean, I knew John wasn't a Baratheon.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
Damn. Nah, hey,
It's all right.
I dropped the mic, but it's
to
it
be
installed me.
fair, he totally had your back.
I had your back until I watched the
It's
episode
all-
again, and then
it's
I was like,
okay.
well, maybe not. Maybe I don't know how I got that.
Oh, I lied. Yara and Theon show up at Daenerys.
Looks like me and Hess pay more attention to Game of Thrones than you do, huh?
Yeah, plus I watched this like a week ago.
That's no excuse. So did I.
I was so excited to watch the Battle of the Bastards.
Me too. And then it went by so fast, and I was like, oh, well, fuck me. Now I gotta watch the other one.
I know. I've been excited to watch 1 and 2 of season 7 for a fucking week now.
Oh, maybe we should take like a couple week
Well,
break.
luckily it's already Wednesday and we have to do the next one by Monday, so we got no
Yeah.
time to
Yeah, we
spare.
could fly by it.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
You
quick.
burnt.
I wrote down that Davos and
I don't know.
Tommen kind of bond. How the night before fight, Davos says you gotta go take a shit,
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
I just walk around until I shit my brains out.
and then Tormund's gonna drink goat's milk.
Yeah.
It's like, ugh.
Yeah, he's like, I got some sour goat's milk that makes that grape water. I don't know. I thought that was a funny line.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like them together.
Yeah, they're cool. And then
They are.
And then John tells Melisandre if he does die, not to bring him back.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
she's like, oh, I have to. That's the Lord
And
of
she's
Light.
like,
I don't
I
have
don't know.
powers. He wants you back. And he's
I
like,
mean, if I have to burn a kid, I have to burn a kid. If I have to bring you back, I bring you back.
So I was confused by that scene. I know that happens in the 10th episode, but I want to talk about it now. When he walks out there, then why is he all of a sudden now pissed off at her?
Because he found that thing.
And that just means that she did. Like, didn't he know that she did that?
No, remember they sent him away.
Oh, see,
because they knew.
I was under the impression that he came back already and knew that. So when he found it, I was like, "Why the fuck is he just getting mad now? That happened like a season ago, man. Catch up." And then
he just found out.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. And then, by the way, the deer did burn. So
a little.
It was missing its legs, and it was a
and she was
color.
tied to a stake, so I guess if she dropped it,
was it medium rare or
that?
Well done.
Kind of AKE.
Oh,
yeah. That was actually my next thing. He finds her stag.
Yeah.
Oh, so it is this episode. So I guess we both fucked up.
Well, no, because I think he finds it this episode.
and then brings it up after the battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did bring it up after the battle.
And then Yara and Theon arrive and talk to Daenerys and Tyrion. Tyrion was not nice to Theon.
Yeah, no, but even though, like, as we always say, Theon, they make you want to feel bad for him, but he's still a cocksucker.
Yeah, I loved it the whole time.
I like, too, a little bit how her and Daenerys had a little flirtation going on.
I found it a bit creepy.
I thought it was kind of funny, especially because, like, Tyrion seemed like a little off-put by it.
Yeah.
And then they're like, back and forth to each
Well,
other.
because she's not attractive in the slightest.
No.
I mean, apparently
Like,
she is to Daenerys.
It would be like,
It'd be like the scene that happened.
No, it'd just be like a guy. Like, I don't know.
Well, I mean, I think Daenerys likes guys.
True.
No fucking shit.
Well, so you can see why she'd be attracted to that then.
Well,
he kind of had you there.
Yara clearly doesn't have a dick, so
We don't know that yet.
Theon doesn't have one for sure.
She could have took Theon's and attached it to herself when they got it in the mail.
She like sewed it in.
Yeah, and that's what, and she
like
fucks
the dad
girls
goes away. And
the only thing
Yeah.
the maester from where King's Landing would have to be there. Who made the
Qyburn?
mountain? Yeah.
Nah, she has her own
If
little
if he was there, he could do that. But
you don't think she could sew a dick on her vagina or something? If you were a girl and you were, say hypothetically, you were going to sew a penis on, where would you sew it on?
Sure,
Where?
you can sew it
Yeah.
on, but what are you going to do? Put a piece of fucking rebar in there to keep it hard all the time?
I mean, maybe. Sure.
Maybe she
it's
didn't
Game
want
of Thrones. Maybe she has like a little like potion. She can put like some oil on it to keep it alive.
She has a little kangaroo sack where she just sticks a fucking twig up there and turns it into a fucking hard-on.
I'm not sure I like where this conversation's going.
A kangaroo sack.
Yeah, a little pouch, you know.
Oh, so just she's like.
Yeah, she just like.
I guess
Let's
pulls-
fuck.
I
pulls
guess
the
at
skin
that
back
point
and
they
then
could just use it.
slides
Do they
the
have
fucking
dildos in Game of Thrones?
I mean, couldn't she just have like a purse or a handbag?
I'm
or
sure.
something?
Hey,
Why
you
does
should
she have to
actually
turn-
Google. You should Google
No, you
Game of Thrones dildos. I guarantee you that they come up.
Well, I bet you the people have made like a Jon Snow cock, but I mean like in the actual universe.
Yeah, you should.
No, I
you
guarantee
should
you.
Google. I don't know. I can't think of anything random.
Just
If
Google.
Game of Thrones has bananas.
Flash dildo.
Just do Game of Thrones sex toys and see what comes up.
Your birthday's already
I'm-
passed. Although you still got the fucking balloons up. Jesus.
I do.
Here, I
Christ,
found
you-
a thing that I want. Do
Oh,
Game of
boy.
Thrones? Does dildos exist in Game of Thrones? Let's
Uh,
see. Never mind. Nope. Oh my God! There's a Valyrian steel sword, but it's not Valyrian steel in the end.
Wow.
It's a cock. It's
Hmm.
$110. So if you want it, Hess, it's only $110. That's the only one they
Wow.
show on here.
Maybe we should give him that for his birthday next year.
There's a lot of puns with the Game of Thrones stuff. Okay.
How
well,
big is it?
Does that
It
matter?
looks pretty big on here, but it is just
It's
a
got to be
picture.
big for Hess.
I mean, I'll show you, but
Oh,
it's hard to tell from the picture, right?
yeah.
It's got a little wolf on the
They
end.
don't
though.
like put it up next to like a dollar bill or anything for.
No, they
So-
don't show the dildo next to a dollar bill.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Wow.
That'll be our next prop we get on the table here. By the way, you know how I asked you beforehand if I should put new batteries in the?
Yeah.
It's that one bar.
Cool.
Awesome sauce.
Yeah. So the rest of the episode is the fight. It's
Pretty much.
They
It was pretty fucking intense.
yeah. They
Pretty cool. Supposedly, this isn't a spoiler because no one's seen it yet. The third episode of season 8 is the battle supposed to be so big it makes this one look like Child's Play. It took them, I think they said 4 months to film the battle scene for that episode.
Wow.
so to go over it. Jesus.
Holy moly.
You almost coughed.
I
up your
really
chicken
want to,
soup.
I don't know if I'll do this in the edit, but I really want to make like a fly out of his mouth when he turns to the side and coughs.
Oh,
That's
man.
funny. That is funny.
So, his plan worked with Rickon to get John to go, and then
Oh, he knew it would the whole time.
Yeah,
And
he
Sansa
is,
told him,
for as
"Don't
much of a
fucking do
dick he
anything."
is, he is pretty smart.
He was smart, but in the end, it all
He's this,
came back.
he wasn't smart enough.
Daenerys
not to
has the
feed his
biggest dick in
dogs.
Atlanta. He is the smartest dick in Atlanta.
No, he's not.
Only in Atlanta.
It's funny because
He's just a con man. That's all he is.
Con men are usually smart.
yeah.
I know, but he's not the smartest, or else he wouldn't have fucking got eaten by his own dogs that he didn't fucking feed for 7
Well, I
days.
mean, his plan backfired,
Yeah.
but it almost worked. If it wasn't for Sansa, his plan would have worked.
I mean, he's pretty smart. The problem is he's also evil.
I really did like, even though it was fucking over the guys I like, when they have the shields all around them and they're just marching forward little by little.
Yeah,
That's a cool scene.
that's what I was gonna say. If you get into the battle, so they all come running out, and then they trap them with the dead. They're just like shooting their own guys.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
they don't give a fuck, which is funny. So like you see that, and then it goes to what's his face? I can't remember.
Davos.
Davos, old Obi-Wan, and he's in the back. He's like, no, just stop. We're gonna shoot our own men. And then eventually, like,
Yeah.
we're just sitting back here.
Yeah,
They
so,
just fire
then they
off.
go up.
so
you
they
know.
get them trapped. They circle them up, and
Knock,
originally,
draw, loose.
when I watched this the first time, I wasn't sure John was gonna make it.
right?
Like we said,
That's
a little ago,
I felt the same way.
we thought he was gone, especially when he's getting trampled and there's just feet going on his face and he can't breathe.
I'm like, how the fuck is he gonna get out of this? And I was hoping that Littlefinger's crew would show up at some point,
Mhm.
and then they.
But
finally
eventually,
did.
you're like, I don't think that's gonna happen.
They did draw it out on purpose.
I did think maybe he'll survive, but I thought like Tormund would die because he almost got killed by that guy too.
Instead,
I'm
they
glad
killed
he-
the
I'm
fucking
glad he
giant.
didn't.
And then yeah, which was sad. And
I
then
know,
they
that
hear the
was pretty
horns
sad.
and he bites the guy's fucking neck.
Yeah.
Almost Mike Tyson'd him, but he got his neck.
Dude, he's a fucking nut job.
I don't think in a battle like that, even if it was like
I mean,
life
I
or
get
death,
it.
I don't think I could bite someone's neck and like rip the skin off.
Oh, fight or flight. It's fight or flight. He had to.
Well, that's what I don't think I could.
Well, let's put a gun to your fucking head and say I'm gonna pull it if you don't bite this guy's neck.
I mean, I get your thing, fight or flight. Like I said, in that battle, if I had a sword and I was fighting a guy, I don't think I could bite him. That's just. I mean, maybe I could in that situation because it hasn't obviously happened. But
Yeah.
do you guys think you could bite someone's neck?
Absolutely.
Like not sexually.
Well, no, because I know you like to get your neck bit sexually.
Yeah. That sounded weird because
That's what I've been
that made
told
it
in our
sound like
I
you
bite your
were
neck.
on it
I do
sexually.
nightly. I'm like, good night, Nick.
Yeah.
He's-
mean,
Shrum's like, I know you like.
Let me
your neck.
nibble on your neck.
That was a little awkward.
Why
I'm
don't
not
you,
gonna
why,
lie.
why don't you just stay the fuck over there?
Sometimes I whisper, "Hey, let me bite your neck, Daddy."
Oh my god. I'm gonna have to go.
Please,
I'm gonna have to go.
please don't ever call me daddy again.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go.
Jeez.
Don't call him daddy. Please.
Especially when Hess is in a robe over there. God knows he's probably not
Oh.
wearing panties.
Are you wearing panties?
I have underwear on. Yes.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
A
yes.
thong?
I thought we were gonna get him admitting he wears panties.
A thong?
No. No.
Have
they're
you
just
ever
boxer
have you ever worn a
boxer
thong in your
briefs.
life?
Like on
No,
his shoes.
I've never worn a thong.
Wow.
Hmm.
I think you should one day for the podcast.
I don't
Why?
think you should. So
You can stand up and show us.
You'd have to blur it out.
Would I?
he'd just save it,
Yeah, it'd be my
and
screensaver.
then he'd call you daddy.
Did you watch the newest Shane Dawson?
I did.
Did you like it?
I did like it. I thought his first one was probably better, but I did like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Did you watch it, Nick?
No, and that was the most random question. This is random ramblings.
Yeah, I mean,
It is.
we could talk
It is.
about
We went
anything, and it works with the title. I could talk about Hess's
We went from
anal
Game of
beads.
Thrones to Hess and a thong to what's his guy's name?
Shane
Shane
Dawson.
Dawson.
Shane Dawson.
And Nick doesn't watch YouTube because he's a loser.
I a little bit, but
He
watch
watches Xerxes a lot.
He watches a Madden
That's
video
not
every
true.
now and then.
yeah, now and then a lot would be pushing it.
Yeah, I think you should get into some YouTube
Maybe someday when I grow up.
someday when he starts his own YouTube channel.
Maybe when Hess starts his own channel.
I'm trying.
If
Hey,
you
a
started
real-
your own channel, what kind of content would you do?
I don't know. I'd probably do it Rika.
Is that a vacuum
name
cleaner?
I'd name it. No, not Eureka.
Oh,
Just
No, Rika, like Pleeka.
yeah.
You
yeah,
should just do. You should do Lika.
yeah.
oh my god.
Or I could do like Alik.
You like?
Did you just say Pleeka backwards?
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah.
You got to think about it. Did you catch that?
I don't think he even said it right either.
Yeah.
You were talking backwards
Hey.
in our last podcast.
So
Did
do
you
you think if I reverse what he just said, I think he goes Pleeka.
Wouldn't that be funny? Real quick, I was texting Nick last night or the night before. How fucking overrated is chicken noodle soup, Jerome?
You said you loved it.
No, I mean I'm not overrated. Sorry, underrated.
Oh, I was
is
gonna
chicken
say I
noodle
don't.
soup. Yeah.
He doesn't
How
like
fucking
chicken noodle soup.
underrated. Are you serious?
I mean, it's fine. I'd rather have like ramen or something. I don't like a lot of soups.
Ugh, ramen?
I love ramen.
He loves
I had a bowl of beef ramen today.
Why don't you just pour salt in hot water and eat it?
Because why would I want? First of all, how do you eat water? And second of all, I see, and this is how I don't like soup.
You could soak your elbow and eat it.
I pour
Yeah.
out most of 90% of the water that I
So
have.
you like it dry?
Yeah, not super dry, but just I like it moist, not wet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it does get kind of messy if it's super wet.
I want to take this out of context. Imagine someone just turning the podcast on right here and be like, I like it moist, not wet. Well, yeah, it does
Super
get...
slick. Super slick, it tends to, you miss your mouth, it falls out. Yeah. I'm just seeing how sexual I can make this. That's all. Yeah.
Everyone that just heard that pictured you sucking a dick. So.
I mean, to
No.
be fair, I picture him sucking a dick all the time.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
Do you think this is the gayest I've come across on the podcast?
No.
I was going to say, actually, probably not.
No. Probably not.
What about the time I offered to eat Hess's ass made out of chocolate?
Yeah.
So back in the Battle of the Bastards.
It's over. They lost.
Yeah. They won.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He killed what's his name?
Ramsey.
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 I almost
He
called
did
him
not.
Robert, then
He did not
Joffrey.
kill him.
Sorry, he beat him, and then Sansa's like, "Get him, boys!" And the dogs.
So
ate
who
him.
put him in the kennel?
The men?
John did.
I think
Well,
some of the wildlings tied him up and put him in there.
So she just went down to see him, and then it just happened
Well,
to
she
be
asked-
at the right
No,
time.
she asked John. She's like,
She
"Where is
asked
he?"
John,
And then I think
where's he at?
I think she let the dogs out.
I guess. Okay, so
Ooh,
they put him there.
ooh.
Then who opened the doors?
I think she did
Fuck if I
previously
know.
because the dogs just came strolling in. I think she
Yeah.
had it orchestrated that way.
That's what my question was.
Yeah, I think
Did-
I'm assuming.
Did you like her smile at the end when she walked away?
I did. I thought it was really creepy when you see the CGI dog bite his face,
Yeah.
and then you just hear him screaming and like blood dripping down to his fingers.
It was pretty cool though.
I like too how he was like he totally thought he could get it under
Finally.
control. He's like, "Down, boy," talking to the dog and all
Finally
that.
dead.
But yeah, he's gone,
Finally dead.
and they
Yeah.
have Winterfell back.
Yeah. And now it's fucking, and no one wants it now because it's all snowy.
Yeah.
I like
They're
to
like, fucking have it.
I like to the like
Did-
winter
was it
has
this-
come, and she's like, "Dad always promised."
It was this show or episode that they said that, right?
Yeah, it was this episode, I believe.
I think it's
Yeah.
the next one.
Are they in the next episode? Oh yeah, because they go King of the North, King of the North.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because they put the banners down and all that bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so now we're on
King
to
of the
what is it?
North. They said King of the North like 16 times. Like,
So he didn't think of this when they're yelling "King of the North." Did you start thinking "Queen of the Whores" again?
no, I didn't.
Yeah, motherfucker. What kind of like?
I was.
Do you guys
I was
even
just
follow Pleeka?
No.
I was just like, wow. How many times are they gonna say King of the North?
That was the first thing I thought. I was like,
Well,
"Oh, we can bring back Queen of the
I mean,
Whores."
it was a chant.
No, I know, but.
You know,
By the way, I want to
like,
look at this.
Like if someone
So I
shoots
guess-
an airball, how many times do you say airball?
Although this was made after the fact, because
2 or
we
3?
talked about how we thought originally with Rob they said King of the North, but with him they say King in the. They say King in the North, but I'm pretty sure with Rob they said King of the North.
And I don't remember.
What do you think they said when they?
There's no way he remembers.
I'm gonna
Why
Google
the fuck not? What is that?
Do you remember?
King of the North.
What?
King of the North. King of the North. King of the North for Rob. King in the North. For
Is that?
Joe.
But is that true,
Oh,
or did
okay.
or did I make that up?
I don't know.
That's what I think. That's what I believe.
Jerome
Rob
says
Stark.
we said we know his name.
Hey Google,
Oh my god.
who is Rob Stark?
Yeah, I got a video of them chanting it for Rob. I think this says King of the North. Let's see.
My sword is yours. In
Yeah,
victory
it
and
is.
defeat.
Can you
This
guys?
day until my last day.
Here he comes.
The King of the North!
Ah, fuck me.
You're both wrong.
To be fair, this YouTube video says Game of Thrones, the King of the North.
Yeah, I actually thought it was King of the North until
Well,
I
there-
had the subtitles on this episode.
There we go.
It's just
You're
that
wrong.
It's a dialect. King of the North.
Wow. Every once in a while, you surprise me.
You know, it's a sad day when we're wrong here in Pleeka. Rarely happens.
It is.
Or it's Wednesday.
So now
true.
Nick has to stick his dick in mashed potatoes.
I love mashed potatoes.
So
Me
much that you'd
too.
stick your dick in them?
No,
Would you go, King of the North?
I'd say
I
King
would.
of the North.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love mashed potatoes.
You and Nick could fuck them at the same time and then be like, ooh, we touched tips.
All right, episode 10. You guys are getting weird. All right, so it starts off. Cersei and Loras' trial is beginning.
Yeah?
Loras confesses.
And he,
Hess
gets,
makes
Yeah.
himself laugh.
he gets a little swastika tattooed on his forehead.
Yeah, that was pretty gnarly, man.
And
I'm
he
just
enters
like,
the gang.
"Cool."
And so they're getting basically the first 25 minutes is Cersei getting ready.
That
Yeah,
was
I
so
like the little
boring.
tune they play too, and
Jesus
it
fuck.
opens and closes with that little
Okay,
tune.
first of all,
I
calm down with your Jesus fuck. It was not boring. It was fucking.
it was I remember
dramatic
when we
is what it
first
was.
watched this. I was into it the entire time, and
Me too.
I
And
thought
I
it was.
rewatched this episode and still liked it.
I thought it was one of the greatest episodes when we watched it.
Yeah.
Even
was not
rewatching
boring
it,
at all.
just to show you how much I liked. I get you, people can have different opinions,
Oh
yeah,
for sure.
but he started it. I watched the entire 25 minutes in the living room, just sitting with him, and I was,
Wow.
and it was ahead of before I even watched the first
And for
episode.
you don't even know what's going to happen because you haven't seen it. And how could you get bored with that?
Yeah,
It just seemed like it took forever.
Well, good things take a while.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
I
I
guess
mean,
it
just
was-
wait
I
till
guess.
next season. Every episode's like 90 minutes, so it's gonna be a long
Really?
episodes
He's
from
gonna be,
here on
oh
out.
my god, I gotta put on my robe and cough a little.
Yeah, the episodes are only gonna get longer, and season after that, they're even longer.
They're-
This season 8, there's supposed to be even.
Season 7, they're 130, they're an hour and a half
There's a
long.
No, I'm
No,
saying
there's
see, I'm saying
Oh.
this season 7 they're long, and then season
I
8 they're
got
even
you.
longer.
This episode was a little long, but he said it felt long. I mean, if you're not into what she
get-
did and what she orchestrated, I think you're missing the
Oh,
boat.
she's a crazy fuck. She's a fucking mad queen.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think you're the first person to ever call her that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was actually pretty impressed that you remembered and texted him that
Yeah.
she did exactly what the Mad King did. He told
Yeah,
me that
she
you
did.
texted him that, and I was like, wow, I'm impressed that he remembered that.
I was a little impressed that you put those two together too.
Unbelievable. She did the exact same thing. So now I just hope to God that fucking Jaime kills her.
Well, that's the prophecy.
Yeah, the prophecy
Yeah.
does say that her brother will kill her.
Except the only problem is Jaime killed the Mad King before he did it, not after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I love
so
the look
in-
on his face when he shows up.
But he knows, right? He knows what she did, right? Like
Yeah,
when
he
he's
he
standing
shows
there
up at the
looking
end,
her.
and I think he has to know it's her. Who else would do that?
I mean, I'm sure word's gonna get around. Yeah.
I mean, and then
Yeah.
don't forget Tommen jumped out the fucking window.
So have you heard the story? Obviously, you couldn't have heard the story about this because
Yeah.
you didn't know what happened. When we first watched this episode, so Tommen's standing there, and you know what stays on the window? Like before he jumps out? He walked by, and Phoebe got off the couch, so he went to go feed her. Tommen jumps out the window, and I go, you might want to rewind that. So he completely missed the scene.
I think about that every time I watch it.
So
That's
he
funny.
sat down, and I was like, hey, but I fucking missed that.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
So
Suck,
obviously
that
I didn't
suck.
see that coming.
Yeah, that was awesome. I was like, when he did it the first time. That
Okay.
was
I mean, he
amazing.
might have. He could have a parachute, so he might have. You know.
I didn't in the next scene when they burned his
No.
body and buried it at the set.
I actually
Yeah, I
really
know.
wanted to see what his body looked
I
like.
kind of did too.
And even thinking that, I was like, well, I'm kind of fucked
What a
up.
poor bastard, dude. He was so in love with Marjorie. It's not even funny.
He's the first Lannister that I feel bad that died.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know the daughter
I mean,
that
he was
much,
just,
so I
he
didn't feel
was
too
so
bad.
young.
She'd
in
be
love.
second place.
Yeah,
But-
for
but
sure.
yeah, we don't know her as well.
Yeah, but I was when he died, I'm like, oh man, he could have been something.
Could have been a pathetic leader.
Yeah, or you know.
So anyway, so they're getting ready. Mountain doesn't let him go for
Yeah.
obvious reasons.
No.
Now, what were you thinking when you're watching this?
God,
this is fucking taking forever.
Yeah, probably. I was like, wow, this is fucking. I want this episode hurries the fuck up.
No, but really, what were you like? When you see that, like, you see them, they're in the sept and all that, and then it leads to and the
'Cause-
guys going to the
Because
wildfire.
nobody has a clue, and then Marjorie's like, "Wait a second, Tommen's not here, Cersei's
Yeah.
not here. Something bad is gonna happen."
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
they don't let everyone leave.
Yeah.
So like, what were you thinking?
What did you
Did
think?
you
she-
did you think that
well-
Cersei had a plan, or were you like?
Because like I can't say what
Or-
I was thinking because the first time I watched it was years ago. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I was
'cause,
thinking,
I
oh,
mean,
they're about to
not-
blow up.
Because like
Not
did you think it was taking long because you thought it was just their trial, and then when it got to the wildfire, you're like, oh, that
Oh,
makes
fuck.
sense. Like, is that
Well-
why or?
Well, yeah. So as soon as what's his her nephew or whatever that she was
Lancel.
fucking. As soon as they cut to that and they didn't even show like the green slime looking shit at the end. They just showed the barrels in the background. I was like, oh, I go fucking. She's gonna fucking blow up the underneath of the. She's gonna blow up the entire fucking thing.
Yeah.
So that's at the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like, but leading up to it, I was just like, and I think that's why I thought it was kind of boring, and it just seemed like it took forever, because it's like, okay, what the fuck are we doing here? Because I just literally thought it was gonna be the trial.
See, but don't you in the back of your mind think, well, this is Game of Thrones. They're really good writers. They're not just gonna make this boring. Like, didn't you think like there had to be something else here?
I mean, sure.
Because like there hasn't been an episode that had a scene like that in the entire series yet.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I don't know. I guess I don't know. I mean, that was pretty nuts. Just literally blowing everyone up.
Yeah, did you like when the bell falls down and fucking hits
Takes
that?
out like 3 people.
yeah, you see
Yeah.
their blood all over the ground.
So in the midst of all this, she doesn't let Tommen go. She's there, and then Qyburn kills Pycelle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
It
scene. Well, actually, the
reminded
kids
me
did
a
it.
little bit
All
of the end
the
of Godfather.
children.
I didn't remember the kid stabbing him.
Oh, I did.
Like when they were there, I was
That's-
like, oh fuck, they did it.
Yeah, because when it was happening, I'm like, oh, that's why he bribed them.
You know what would have been cool if they would have, we represent.
They started singing Lollipop
Yeah.
Guild.
the lollipop kids.
That would have took me out of the scene a little bit.
But it did remind me of the first of Godfather, the end of the Godfather, where Michael's kills like 5 people, not quite as much. I mean, she killed more people, but
Yeah,
only
like
2
when he like
things.
blows up New York.
Right.
Yeah, when he just took out Long Island. No, but yeah, she's such a bitch. Do you think at the very last second, the High Sparrow was like, "Oh fuck," because he had a fake.
Yeah, he wasn't even buying. And she explained like, Cersei's not here. She has a plan. And he's like, whatever, bitch.
It's like it's gonna happen because
The
I'm
trial
High
will still
Sparrow.
go on.
But then that last, right before he blows up, he's like, "Wait a second," and then boom.
Yeah.
Then it was like a
Yeah,
green mess.
I don't. Do you remember if Seth Meyers did he get burnt for that? Because I know he did for what's her face.
No, it's just that one.
Because I remember. I think we were expecting him to. And we were
Yeah.
like, what a missed opportunity, Seth
And
Meyers.
then fucking Tommen jumps out the window.
That.
Still am mad at him for doing it when I wasn't in the room. Even
Oh,
though
like
it
he
was
like
years-
he knew, and when
He's
they were
like-
filming this, they're like, Nick better not walk out
He's
of this
like-
room.
He put his crown down, and then he watched me go feed the pig, and then he jumped. I think that's what really
I thought it
happened.
was pretty interesting that they didn't cut from the window.
That fooled him.
Fooled me.
Because that.
He
well,
thought,
yeah,
oh,
'cause at
someone
first-
like a bird's gonna fly in or
To
something.
be fair, there's probably a pig going, feed me.
I don't
Yeah.
remember her saying that.
She said that.
Probably.
So then Walter Frey and Jaime celebrate the victory, so to speak.
Yeah, this entire scene, me and Nick.
enjoyed it.
This is what we were talking about at your house last week.
Well, we're not quite there yet. So this is the
Well,
first.
okay, I guess later on though.
Yeah.
But we totally thought this happened in the first episode of season 7.
Yeah. I did not know this happened this episode.
Like he started watching, and we're like, wait a minute, that's Arya. Does that happen now?
So
the fuck?
So, yeah, she kind of flirts with Jaime. Bronn goes and fucks those 2 bitches, and then Walter Frey. Shut up. Walter Frey comes over and like starts. Hey, yeah, Lannisters and Freys. Everyone hates us. We're both
Yeah.
Kingslayers.
I like. He's
blah,
like,
blah,
if we
blah."
have to come and get this place every time, why are we even aligned with you?
But didn't you feel like Jamie's like, I do not want to become this guy.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and he creeped me out. But I did like how he's like, just mocked him and then got up and left.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Absolutely.
Sam arrives at Old Town with Gilly.
I
Had a
completely
baby.
forgot about him.
Really?
It had been a couple episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we hadn't seen him in a while.
He still had the sword, too.
Yeah.
I like too when like and the guy's like,
It was literally like he was in the last episode.
And then they show the library that looks like it's something out of fucking Walt Disney movie. I was just like, Jesus
well,
Christ.
it's where all the books in the world are.
I know.
But I liked it when they were going in there, and he's like, "No, babies are women."
yeah.
And then
that guy was fucking
and
weird.
Sam's like,
Yeah, he was.
What are you gonna do? Looks away.
Do you think Sam was happy because she's been tagging along the whole time?
Probably he's like, finally, some fucking peace from Gilly Hatter, baby. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah.
And then this is where Davos confronts Melisandre in front of John. Tells
Oh,
He
yeah.
did that on purpose. He's waiting for them to have a conversation,
And he,
like
yeah,
looking
and
in
he,
the back
and he,
room.
and
I like
he
how he just
forbids her.
he threw her the.
Right south.
Wow,
That's what he says.
that was John said it. John does not sound like that.
That's
Right,
how
so-
I hear Jon Snow every time.
He throws her the
He's
stag.
a-
Do you think
right
there's like
shot.
an outtake where she misses it and hits her in the face?
No, she's a perfect catch.
That's
She used to play for
Like,
the
she throws it and she's-
Yankees.
I don't know. I
I'm
thought that
sure
was
there's outtakes.
no, actually, we watched out there.
Yeah, we watched the bloopers of him today, and Tyrion could not
Oh,
get his
really?
line out.
Yeah.
And then he messed up his line a bunch,
Yes.
and then they fucked with him like the next day, or this is like a week later. They showed up to him and they're like, "Oh, here's your new lines for this episode," and it's the exact same line. He's like, "Oh, go fuck yourself."
Yeah, it was actually really funny.
That is funny.
So yeah, John tells her to head south, and if she comes back, he's gonna hang her.
Oh yeah.
Well, he doesn't want her to save her, so I think that's.
Yeah.
Right.
He's looking for any excuse to get rid of her, so then he could just die.
Do you think you'll ever see her again?
Something tells me yes.
What is it that tells you that?
Is it like a little birdie?
Little birdie on your
It's
shoulder?
like, there's a little inkling in my tum tum.
A little that'd be a good T-shirt. There's a little inkling in my tum tum. I like that.
Yeah.
Swear to God, you guys have like 5,000 shirts.
Yeah. If we sold
I'm
one of
g-
every
one of-
single
one of-
one, we'd make a good profit.
One of these days, I'm gonna buy a shirt making.
One of
machine.
these
Yeah.
days, these boots.
And we're gonna hold our breath. Ready?
Oh. No.
Okay.
Do you guys want to have a holding your breath competition?
No.
No.
Wow, you guys are no fun.
So
Do you?
Elena gets to Dorne.
Remind me.
Can you
who
call
was
me
over.
back? Because you guys are frozen.
Oh, for fuck's sake! What the fuck was that?
Great. Now you're all fucked up for us. Oh, you're getting clear.
Yeah, he'll get a little clear. Put a little Claritin in there. So we're, Atlanta shows up at what's it? Duran.
Duran.
Where's the place
Durham,
called?
North Carolina.
Yeah, both of them.
Where Dorn?
There you go.
Got it.
You tucked yourself into it.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, she shows up in Dorne, and they're like, "Hey, we got everything you wanted," and Varys pops out.
I liked before he popped out. So do you think he was before? Do you think he was hanging in the back room? You're like, wait till my cue. Wait till my cue.
She's ding-a-ling.
But when she told all those bitches off, that was funny. And she's like, you have anything to say? Yeah, no. Let the women talk.
Yeah,
That was funny.
I love her.
But, yeah.
Yeah, she's awesome sauce.
So now you got. So Daenerys is basically aligned with Dorne and Highgarden.
Yeah.
Most of Highgarden. Well, I guess the important people in Highgarden are now dead.
Yeah.
They still-
The tides are turning.
I mean, just like Jon Snow said, anybody helps. Or as Hess said last week, a penny helps.
This is true.
A
'Cause
what?
it's 50.
Oh yeah, a penny does help.
A penny a day keeps Hess alive.
I don't know what it helps, but it helps. So Daenerys informs Dario that he's staying a Marine. She can't
Yeah.
be fucking him in Westeros.
Yeah,
And it
He
was-
It's funny
not too
because
happy.
when he walked in the scene, and I was like, "Fuck, I don't remember this guy at all in the show later on. Like, what's gonna?" And then she's like, "You have to stay here." And I was like, "Oh, that's why. Okay."
Yeah.
Yeah, she kicks, and then she's like, "Yeah, I didn't feel a thing getting rid of him."
So then they frickin' she goes to Tyrion, makes him hand of the queen. And Jerome and I just talked about this earlier. So when he says to her that that's not the first guy that loves you and won't be the last. And
Yeah.
then she looks away and he kind of gives her a look. I totally feel like Tyrion was like, I love you.
I didn't get that at all.
I didn't catch that.
I don't think he likes her like that.
See,
I didn't catch it. I wasn't looking, so I can't answer with 100% sure. I just say I didn't see it. So
No, if you don't see it, it could have been my complete
Yeah.
imagination. That's how I took it.
okay.
I also have seen the last episode of next season,
Mhm.
so I might have been reading into it,
I got you.
which is not a spoiler because you would never guess in a million years what I'm talking about. So
Right.
Well,
would he?
I mean, not saying what it is. He's already mentioned it.
Yeah, but I'm talking about what Tyrion does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm,
Um.
Viagra.
Yeah, he eats a. How'd you know that he eats a
they're like-
Viagra?
he's like, what is this little blue pill?
And he's like, "Holy fuck, I have a heart on." Daenerys, look at this shit.
I don't
It's
even-
like your fucking dragon.
I don't even need a
It's
kangaroo pouch.
It's raging and it breathes fire if you touch it.
That might be an STD.
Yeah, you might even need to go to the doctor.
Do a little fucking velociraptor.
I don't think velociraptors spit.
I thought they did in Jurassic Park, didn't they?
No, in no parks. Not even.
What the fuck is that thing that spits in people's faces in the
I noticed.
original
I don't know what
Jurassic
that little
Park?
dinosaur is called.
Dilophosaurus?
I'm just gonna
You might have
Google
made that up.
spitting dinosaur in. Hey Siri,
In Jurassic Park,
Hey,
yeah.
what is this?
Go ahead.
What is the spitting dinosaur in Jurassic Park?
Here's what I found on the web for what is the spitting dinosaur in Jurassic Park.
It's a
Have a look.
it's a Dilophosaurus.
Nice.
It's almost like a dildo.
Pretty
Saurus.
quick there,
What's-
Chief.
Is a bomb going off in your house?
Don't.
Yeah, Abby's
Oh, okay. I thought a bomb was going off.
I don't want you to
She's
get
turning-
scared, but I think someone just planted a bomb.
yeah, she's setting the timer on the convection oven.
Is that what she's telling you? Because I think she's about to blow up your place.
Well, this might be my last podcast.
We're gonna see Hess get
guys.
blown.
Oh, so you won't get to see the end there.
Do you want us to
Game
just
of
tell you what
Thrones.
happens at the end of Game
Yeah,
of Thrones?
okay,
then?
so John. Oh.
No.
All right, so next scene. Walter Frey is eating Frey pie. What'd you think of that?
That was pretty fucking wild. Didn't see that coming.
I heard
Yeah.
that coming.
So now, can I say what I was gonna tell him last week?
Yes.
Because so watching this scene, as soon as she takes off her face and she slits his throat, I was like, oh, what if Arya? Now I think she'd have to kill Jaime because I think the person has to be dead for them to wear the face. But kills Jaime, wears his face, and kills Cersei.
That's what we're hoping.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's gonna
I
happen
don't think it's
now.
going to happen now either.
We were waiting. See, that's why we thought it was. Because we were
It
waiting
was
all
pretty
season
cool that
7 for that
Arya
to happen.
Did that?
Yeah, that's
pretty
pretty
cool.
Bad. That
It
was
was
pretty
probably
badass.
the coolest thing
No, yeah,
I've seen in Game of Thrones. It's up there at least.
absolutely.
Because not only did she kill him, she fed him everybody.
Yeah, she's like, oh, and that one was really hard to cut up.
And I liked how she was like, the last thing you're gonna see is a Stark looking down on you after I slit your throat.
Yeah, and then the
then
old
she
fuck tried to
smiles.
run away.
So
I was like, wow.
Sansa smiles
cool.
when she kills Ramsay, which is 100% she should.
Yeah.
And then so hard to keep track of stuff. And then she smiles when she kills. I mean, she doesn't even smile. She's just like enjoying it like so much.
Yeah.
Little smirkage.
I hope we get a lot more of like not Sansa, Arya as like different people like that later on.
Yeah, it's
So
pretty
that
cool.
would be cool.
So
Maybe she'll show up as Ned.
Littlefinger and
You could totally fucking learn the truth about yourself if you really wanted to fucking. If people could do that.
Oh
if you
yeah.
could put on someone else's face. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could really.
If you could put on one
you could
dead
really
person's
hear some
face, who would you
shit
put on?
talking.
If I could put on one dead person's face,
Yeah.
Tupac.
Oh, okay.
Then I'd go to Circle K and buy a monster and just see if there's any rumors started.
Oh. So I asked Nick this. I believe we were in the car. This was like a week or two ago.
But I wouldn't change
You'd
the
have
rest
to
of my
go-
body.
When Arya, if she puts on a dude's face, does she get the guy's cock?
It's always about the cock.
No.
Yeah. So because like their
No.
body looks like the person. She
Yeah.
takes off the face and
No.
then now it's Arya.
It's magic,
Oh.
dude. I don't think there's any.
So-
he doesn't know the answer.
If you had to make an assumption, would you assume
She
she'd get-
doesn't get the goddamn cock.
I
Why
say
would
she
she
does.
doesn't need it?
What if she wants to fuck somebody?
But they look like the person. So is it just smooth down there for the time being? She has the mask
Do you
on.
ever see her pull a cock off when she fucking takes the mask off?
Yeah,
no,
in
but when she
season
takes
7.
the mask off, it becomes her body instead of that girl's body.
she's a faceless cock.
That
Yeah, I
girl's
don't know.
body was different than Arya's.
I
And
normally
Dragon
don't
Hagar has been different
give you-
dudes. So is Dragon Hagar constantly getting different cocks?
I mean, just when she was that old lady, she was when the waif was an old lady. She was skinnier and stuff. You do get like it, but I think it's an illusion. So I don't
Yeah.
think she really gets a cock.
So it's like a hologram cock, but no one else knows it's a hologram cock.
yeah, it's like Tupac on stage with.
Okay.
all back to
If anybody
Tupac.
else knows the real answer to this, you should
I don't
comment
know
down
if there
below.
is. I don't think anyone knows the
But you
real
don't,
answer.
how do you know they don't? You've read the books. Doesn't say how do you know they don't describe that in the books. In the books, how do they describe her being?
But they don't get this far in the books.
Should no one? There's not a faceless man in the book.
Well, Arya isn't the faceless man yet.
Okay, maybe next book, George R. R. Martin will be back,
Okay.
and then Arya takes off her face and the cock of whoever.
I swear to God, everything comes down to does it have a cock?
Well, I mean, it's not just that, but I mean, like, did she get
Everything.
Did she get
Do
every?
the dragons have cocks? Is there dragon cocks?
No,
out
they
there?
don't. We've seen them fly. We've seen under them as they fly.
Well,
But
how
I
they-
just
how do they
mean
have
that
babies?
she like if you became Hess, would you all of a sudden have hairy legs?
Yes.
Because you have no leg hair. It's like,
Yeah.
would you look? You'd look completely like Hess. Because if it was just Hess's face on your body, I would not. It wouldn't. It'd be creepy. I
That's
wouldn't know
why
what to
I
do.
agreed with you, and you're
I
literally
don't,
arguing with me.
I don't have a lot.
Well,
of,
he's not
like,
paying
hair.
attention. I gotta argue with someone about it.
You have more than me.
No, I just want to show you this. So Abby's playing. She's starting Sims. I just
Oh.
want to show you this character she's created real quick.
Oh boy. What the fuck?
Wow.
Wow.
I don't know.
We're almost done. Let's wrap this fucker up.
You're the one
We're
getting off
almost
topic.
done.
There's pigs going off and dogs. So what I
Abby's
tried to
walking by.
say is, so Littlefinger talks with Sansa in front of a giant werewood.
Oh yeah.
So he pretty much says, "Hey, I want to be on the throne. I want you to be by my side." Tries to kiss her. It gets super creepy. She tells him no, and then walks away.
He even calls her my love later, like when she walks away.
Yeah, it got super creepy.
Yeah.
So and then the next scene it goes to Bran,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when he puts his hand up to the other werewood after Benjen leaves, and then goes back in time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a way to communicate with things is through those trees, and that they were like, they cut them down in the south. That's the reason, like, the children of the forest were
Right.
fighting the men and everything. So,
Mhm.
like, literally, that could be the worst place to have a conversation. Now, see, but now in the TV show, Bran can just apparently just
He
go
can
wherever
just
the
do
fuck
whatever.
he wants. So
Yeah.
I don't know if, but so I don't know if it's gonna matter that they had that conversation in front of a tree.
Mm-hmm.
Especially knowing what happens next season, but like it was just interesting that that's where they picked it.
Oh yeah, I can
You
see
know-
that.
you know
Do
what I
those
mean?
trees creep you out that they cry blood?
Yes,
Yeah, it's fucking creepy.
Absolutely. And then we have the flashback. Ned goes up, sees his sister. She has a baby. It's not Lana.
I was gonna say
Lyanna had
it's
a
not
baby.
Gilly had her baby.
So, and they basically tell us who Jon Snow's mom is,
Yep.
and you
Yep.
have to kind of figure out who the father is. Did you
Yeah.
figure out yet who the father is?
I believe so.
All right.
Who?
Tell us who it is. Drop the mic.
All you gotta do is
It's,
Google it.
Huh?
I said all you gotta do is Google it.
Yeah, it's Daenerys' brother that she killed.
Nope. 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 Nope.
No.
Oh, well, that's what Google told me.
No, you got their brothers mixed up.
Yeah, it's not that brother.
It's
Oh,
the
okay.
it's the brother that took Lyanna from and
yeah.
started
remember
the war.
remember
that made
like a couple
Robert
episodes
king.
back when they said
Yeah.
that he raped her and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're gonna find out that Jon's half Stark, half Targaryen. Nobody knows this yet.
Even now,
Right.
no one, only 2 people in the show know it,
Yeah,
as far as we've seen.
as far as we've seen.
Three-Eyed Raven and Ned.
Well,
Well,
I guess 3 then.
Well, Ned
There's-
knows it, but he's dead, so it doesn't
Yeah.
help.
Someone that you haven't seen
Who?
yet, we'll find out next season.
Oh,
so
okay.
we don't want to spoil
Alright.
it.
Technically, someone finds out and doesn't know, and then someone else takes credit for it,
Yeah.
which is kind of
But
rude.
someone deserves it because someone's a fucking liar.
That's too
If you
much.
catch my
Yeah,
drift,
I got
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. But very
Can you say
vague,
it
so
again?
Hess doesn't know.
So
Yeah.
you did Google it.
I did.
So after you watch it, you text me and you said, "So Jon's a Baratheon."
Yeah.
Which
And
I totally had your back on this because I thought the scene was a lot shorter. I thought we went back
He
to
hadn't
it
watched it
later
yet.
on, so I thought she just said, "Don't tell Rob," and then all this stuff, and then it ended. And I was like, "Well, I could see how he would think that," but then the scene just goes on and on and on and on and on. And
Yeah.
plus, I already had information,
Yeah.
so now I was like, "Oh no, I don't get that anymore."
So that's the thing. So like, Robert was supposed to marry her. So but Robert hadn't been with
Because
her.
I remember him saying how much he was like in love with her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when they were in
supposed
the
to get
crypts
married
before.
But Rhaegar took her. They were in love. Apparently, they had a little sexual intercourse. But it didn't work out for the parents. So Jon does have something in common with Tyrion. They both killed their mothers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
bunch of mother killers.
mother killers.
We both almost said fuckers.
No. But it should get interesting. You know.
Yeah, I think next season is probably my favorite.
It's not my favorite, but it's good.
I really like this season too, especially because it just like gets in. All the other seasons are good, but I think these 2 are my favorites.
Do you have a favorite yet?
Season
I
5,
really-
season 5 is my least favorite.
I really enjoyed this season.
This season was good.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like next season, but it's people that.
But it's because they. I think it's at least they shorten times that people don't like too.
Yeah.
I like
You'll
that
love
so
that.
much because like they'll be like, oh, we're gonna go off to Gilly Hatter Baby's farm, and then they're there instead of next episode they arrive,
Yeah.
which I enjoy that so much. Especially
Yeah.
'cause
Well,
we've
I
had
think they're
7
like,
seasons
well-
of them going there.
Yeah, I
Alright.
don't mind that either. It's kind of like Varys. He left 2 episodes ago. Shows up in Dorne,
Yeah, they did a little bit here.
and then he went back to Marine
Yeah.
to come back to Westeros,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of dumb. Why not just meet him there? Save some sailing.
There
miles.
still is theories out there that he's a
Like it's those
mermaid.
frequent flyer miles.
frequent sailing miles.
Can you imagine if they
Yeah.
revealed that in the last season? That's like the last scene, him like skipping away with a tail.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah, please. So then Jon has the meeting in the Winterfell Hall. Warns of the wars to come. Lady Mormont sparks the King of the North chant.
Yeah, and they're all King of the North.
He's King of the North. Littlefinger gives Sansa like.
Yeah, she's all happy, and then she looks over him and she's like, "Oh fuck, you're gonna do something." Like,
Yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah.
like she's like,
He had a
"Son."
shit-eating grin on his face.
Mhm.
So you know what's funny about that is, so the first time I was like, oh, fuck it. It's like, here's the thing. I kind of like Littlefinger.
Mhm.
Because he's just so evil and smart and has everyone doing other
But
shit.
you always like a smart ass dickhead, so probably because you see a little bit of yourself in there.
Wow, that was rude.
So
that was
could,
extremely
that could be
rude.
part of the reason.
But he's always up, like, I mean, the way he got Joffrey, and then like, I don't
Yeah.
know, he's always innocent. And I like the way they revealed it. It was better in the books, but like, it's just like out of nowhere. You're like, what the fuck?
Right.
So the first time I read this, Sansa's face, I was thinking, oh fuck, is she gonna go against Jon? But when I saw it this time, that's what I was thinking too. It's like, oh, she's like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
So
There's stuff with him next season that I remember me and you hating until a certain point. I'm not hating, but getting annoyed with. I'll be interested if it's as bad for me and you watch it, and if he gets annoyed by it too. You know what I'm talking about?
no.
What the thing that took forever? And like every episode, we were like, "What the fuck is like?" And then we're like, "Oh, okay." I wonder if it'll be as bad rewatching it, or if he'll even like think it's like that. You know?
Yeah, you never know with him.
Yeah. Sometimes he really likes something, and you're like, "Oh, really?" And then sometimes he just like throws you off guard, being like,
And he's like,
"I fucking hate dragons. They're small dicks."
Yeah. Hit or miss.
So Jaime gets back to King's Landing. Cersei sits on the throne. They exchange a look that's really hard to read. She's like, "I'm a bitch," and he's like, "Yes, you are."
Sounds like you read it pretty well, actually.
And then Daenerys is headed to Westeros. That's it.
Yeah.
Season 7. We have 7 episodes left. You're both creeping me out.
Camera turned off.
Camera
Camera turned off. Only 55 minutes in. What the fuck? It's only half cam, so let's end this.
Fucking.
Oh boy! All right, we finished season 6, Game of Thrones.
You know, I won't be able to ask you this probably ever again, but will you disrobe?
Ooh. That
was a Miller time?
Pull out those titties. Let us see your little titties.
Now remember, you're the only one on the screen right now.
now. When he
Oh, I
pulls
know.
them out, we're gonna end the episode. Oh boy.
And I'm getting scared.
All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Please like, subscribe. Check us out next week when we get into season 7 of Game of Thrones.
Peace.
Here's the thumbnail.
Sometimes I whisper, and then bite your neck, Daddy.
Oh my God.